Hollow Knight was released in early 2017, and with its 1-year anniversary coming up, then I decided to make a semi-review of the game since I finished it just a few days ago. Look, I know I made videos about it a long time ago, but I take my time with games, okay? Just leave me alone. A semi-review where I'll be talking about what I liked and didn't really like about the game, which means I'll be splitting this video up in 2 parts, one where I talk about the good stuff, and one where I talk about the more, like the critique of Hollow Knight. But since I like starting on a positive note and I'd like to postpone the hate I'll receive to later, then in this video we're gonna talk about what's good about Hollow Knight. What did I think stuck out to me and what did I really love about the game? Well, first off, you can't avoid talking about the extremely charming art style. I love that this game feels unique in its hand-drawn simplicity, but it also reeks of indie, which is not meant as a bad thing at all. It's one of those things I just enjoy about indie, the amount of love and ambition you can sense in the game. It contributes to making the experience more special. Atmosphere-wise, then I'm especially fond of how this game blurs and plays with the line between the cutesy character designs and the creepy crawly cockroach cemetery the world actually is. Or should I say the kingdom of Hallow Nest actually is. Most of the characters, while you don't really get to talk to them that often, all have the personality of characters from less dark games. They're all cute or even funny with cocky attitudes, which makes their individual potential fate that much more devastating since the world is a direct contrast of that type of personality. It's brutal, unforgiving, and inflicted with plague. And this can't just be sensed in the art style since the music actually follows the exact same idea. With a soundtrack artist that just can't keep their hands off of string instruments, Hollow Knight has got more than 26 tracks to its name. Well, mostly consisting of many types of violin, like slow and wondrous violin, or fast and sharp, or even creepily fast violin, or whimsical violin, or even orchestral powerful violin. We can conclude there's a lot of violin. But it's used very flexibly and results in the soundtrack fitting very well with both hub areas, creep areas, and boss fights. My personal favorite tracks are the calm and beautiful City of Tears track, the dramatic Sealed Vessel track, and the absolutely awesome Grim True Power track. From those 3 samples alone, it shouldn't take too much convincing to make you think the soundtrack's awesome, but it's not perfect. It does have some flaws, which I'll discuss more deeply in the critique of Hollow Knight video. The gameplay in Hollow Knight and the way you maneuver your little knight around can take some time to get used to, but it's really fun once you get there. It consists of a mixture of platforming and 2D hack and slash with tight controls. In itself, then it actually seems quite simplistic, but in my opinion then the magic lies in all the unlockables. Not only will you stumble upon new abilities all throughout the game that allow for several combat advantages like shooting, jumping, chest bursting, more jumping, dashing, dash slashing, slasher slashing, Beyblading, and mashing, but you can also use charms and upgrade materials to make your nail longer, heavier, and stronger. Well, I mean, you can also upgrade your health if you want. The unlockables you get throughout the game actually play a special role in your progression, since it affects which places you're able to go in Hallow Nest. This is due to the fact that you need some special abilities to get into some areas. This also makes backtracking more fun, since new areas are usually hidden behind old ones by entrances you couldn't previously, well, enter. I also think that even though they spread the upgrades all throughout the map, then they've actually balanced the bosses pretty well with the rate you get the upgrades. I wanna discuss more, but I think the topic deserves to be in the critique video, not because bosses are bad, but because a lot of issues are most apparent when fighting the bosses. Anyway, this was a very short summarization of what I really liked about Hollow Knight and what really stuck out to me the most. Usually I would have just made a regular longer review, like much longer review, discussing both the bad and the good and going in depth about the whole thing, but this is the only recording day that I have available for quite a while and I wanted to finish at least something related to Hollow Knight since I just finished playing the game. So this time I decided to split it up. Hopefully that isn't too much of an inconvenience to anyone. But anywho, thank you guys for watching this short video. Go play Hollow Knight, it's awesome. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you all later. Peace.